Hello, and this is Uncle Bean coming back to you again, and I'm doing another tour video. This one is by request from Tis Just Me, a friend of mine from Australia, who asked on the forum that I would do a tour of Arctic Fringe. This one is Arctic Fringe. So if you were in the game and you were to come to the portal, this is where you would begin. Now, it might be a little bit laggy because my FPS is a little low. My server is running at the moment, 3 worlds, so, but there's nobody on, so it shouldn't be too bad. This is the main town center, and I wanted to show you. This is the founders, Rwisckol, Malene, and Darren. And the one who first invited me here was Rwisckol. He is one of the architects of this place. And I didn't move in until after the town, well, actually, I think I moved in, I visited before the portal was put in. But I didn't actually move in until after because I couldn't carry all my stuff. In the town square, I guess you would call this, rotating around so you can see it, there's some shops. This is the shopping district. And this is my shop that I'm taking you to right now. And you see the sign, End of the World. At the conclusion of this map, a bunch of shop owners were just giving away stuff. So we called it the End of the World sale. And this is a real teeny shop for me. I didn't have much space to work with, but that's probably because it came in so late into it. But there's a few little things that I was selling here. Here is the town beacon. And if you can look in my upper right-hand corner, you see the things that it was given. This town, and let me make sure I can, nope, can't. I'm going to fly for a moment here. Gets us around just a little bit faster. You can see that the town is on the edge of water. And I'll let this map stay up in the corner so that you could kind of get an idea of which direction we're facing when you come to visit. The town buildings. And there's some players were able to build some things off the side of the towns. I think Brood was one that, and his family, that were able to build some buildings off the town. But I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to show you pretty much the basics of the town. As you can see, it's snowing. Oh, by the way, just in case you're wondering, I'm running this on a Spigot server. And it is 1.10.2, which means that there's, and if you look in the corner also, you see this ice plains. So there's a possibility that we could encounter a polar bear. I saw one in town one day while I was giving a friend of mine a tour, and you never know. Oh, there it is. Oh, and they have cubs. So we're not going to bother them too much because she might be real defensive. I am protected, but why chance it, right? I saw a thing that said goodbye, but I'm going to talk about that later. And here is a large house. Let's see if I can remember whose. This was Darren's house. Yeah. And as you can see, it's a beautiful structure. And kind of go back towards town. Oh yeah, this one here. I was able to help a little bit with this, not a whole lot, but some of the underground parts. Oh, you have to see this. And goodbye, CV3. What they did on the last day of this map, the guys got together and they did a good Bon Voyage. They set up as you see, these are stands. And for a long time, they collected parts for fireworks. So we had a fireworks show the last day of the map. And this is the flea market district, as you can tell from the way it looks. But they had cakes and stuff for everybody to eat. And let's see if I can get kind of another idea of some of the neat stuff that's in here. Oh yeah, and this is my house here. You see the redstone. See if I have any. Yep, I try to leave cookies in my boxes. I had lighting. This map was before they put they came up with the daylight sensors for Minecraft, so I had it on a switch. This big, huge building was a house by, I think it was Party Girl and somebody else. See if there's a sign. No, they put their beds up, so they didn't leave any trace. A lot of people put their names on their doors. They didn't. Okay, so you'll notice the roadway has these blue and red markers in the glowstone, and that was because we had I say we, I guess I was part of it, had this is a PvP arena. It's actually was set up to be a capture the flag, and it had some unique redstone stuff where the players could capture a flag. You see the soul sand. Oh, looky there. There's a bunny rabbit hopping around. I never really got to see anybody do any action on here. Let's see what these signs had to say. Yep, capture the flag. And you see some of the rules. And I asked to be a part of it. So my part was I was the one that kept the free food lockers full. I would, I stored up for my shops too, but I stored food here for the players. They had free food. And there's an underground chambers. And of course, if you know anything about the Cubeville, you'd know that Cubeville had regions to keep this place from, you couldn't go in there and bust anything. So you had to obey rules. You didn't have any choice. So I was also going to show you, I'm going to come back down this road. We're on the west side of town, headed south towards the main ocean. And let's see, that was my house there. One of the beacons. Somebody had, oh yeah, was it mine? No. I did try to do some ice on my roof. And I see somebody else did too, but my ice was Bailey to get blocks of ice. Somehow they got away with putting cobblestone. Rwisckol did not like cobblestone too much, so it was usually one of his rules for building was no cobblestone. Let's see if I can find it. There is we had a tray. Let's see. Where we would make, we could get block dice, and I think it was out here behind my shop. It was a town thing. Do. I'm not finding it very fast. It shows you how long it's been. Oh, maybe it was. Nope, it wasn't this way. What I need to do is just show you this massive thing that I worked on, helped work on. This is of course, if you notice you're watching what I'm doing, you see that the sign lifts are working in my server. Come on, get in there. So if you wanted to see livestock, and for some reason when I reloaded this up, the livestock didn't make the trip. I don't know why. I should restock it, shouldn't I? I wanted to show you this. This is one of Rwisckol's creations that he did. This is our harvesting place, the farm where it was really easy to harvest. What you would do is, you see the water running, which you look at the colors of the wool, and you would come over here and flush it. And once it flushed, of course, you'd have to go back and replant. Then you'd go downstairs to the collection. You come down to the collection and you look for the color that you flushed, and you could stand, if you stood on, you can see it light up. If you stand on the switch, you would collect whatever it was in there. And you can see how massive, you come behind the scenes, you can see how massive this was. It was a lot of fun cutting it up too. And it's the first time I got to work with Rwisckol. It was an education for sure. Very creative guy. All righty, there we go. So you could get animals. Come on. You could get animals and you could get plants, whatever you needed from this one location. It was really cool. And of course, you see over here, this is where you could climb up to get some vines. This is a little, I'm not really sure what this was used for, because I think all the time I was there, it was in the process of being built, but never did get finished. So I don't know if it ever was used for anything. There is, here's some of the roads around this blue thing that we're following right here is the wall around the city. In order to have a town in Cubeville, you had to have a wall around it. I wanted to show you this over here. This was some of the plots that they had built for people to build on. And I was offered, of course I could have bought one if I wanted to, but I didn't like the limitations of the building. Couldn't build, if you got the top one, you couldn't build down. If you got the bottom one, you couldn't build very far up. So that's why I bought a house or bought some property inside the town. I wanted to shoot north just a little bit. Hopefully you enjoyed the town. It's a beautifully done town, but as you can see, there's lots of room. It's somebody, can't remember who built this house. Let's see whose house this was. Maybe they put a sign on it. No. Let's go in. Maybe we see a sign inside. Potions. Junk. So no signs for us to see whose it was. Maybe whoever sees this and looks at it and can put your name in the comments, and then everybody will know whose house that was. And then coming back up the north side, and we had found this massive castle thing. I guess you'd call it a castle. So Rwisckol had it annexed onto Arctic Fringe because this was kind of cool looking. Somebody spent a lot of time building it. And while we were doing that, I found this little farm. It had been abandoned, so I got permission to claim it. So I claimed this little bit of land, boxed it in, put a little house on it. And while I was working here, some people asked me, they came out to visit, and they said that they would like to build a pig farm, pig race. So we made this pig race out here, pig racetrack. It was pretty fun. Some of the people who contributed to it, oh, that's a dead end. We'll just fly over it though. Some of the people who contributed to it should be on a sign here somewhere. Let's see if where. Oh yeah, and then there's just a little track. They couldn't cheat on it because these things came up. The certified refs and pig race staff could only get in. That's pretty funny. These were the stalls by the pigs, and there's one still there. I think that might have been one I placed. You can see some of the Party Girl's one that made it. And she had a pig there. Nummel had one. And Buttercup by Lacey and Rwisckol. And, oh yeah, here is, let's see. There's some of the accolades there for you. So anyway, that was a pig farm. One of the things that I did is I made a zillion stacks of glass so that the track itself would not have snow on it. And of course, Landon got a big mention, obviously. So that's my tour. I'm going to go back into town for a little bit and then let you get one last flyover coming in from the north to the south. It wasn't a huge town, but it was a great one. The only thing I don't like about it is it's the ice. I don't like ice, but you know, there were friends there, which warmed the place quite a bit. And there we have sunrise over Arctic Fringe. Seemed like a fitting ending. Let's see. There's our portal. Let's sit down. And you can see probably, you get glimpses down below, but there was a rail system that ran underneath. But not enough time to show you all that, so hope you guys enjoyed. Also do this if you don't mind. Go ahead and subscribe and like my channel, and I'll have more stuff coming in the future. Thanks a lot.